whenever you let me in. Sweet like honey when it comes to me. Skin is caramel with the Coco eyes. Even got a big sister by the name of Jessica. Brown sugar, babe. I guess how on the world don't know how to behave.
Hello everyone. Welcome to Nico's Beach Resort that rests right along the waters of Playa Farallón in Panama, where the ocean sets the mood before you even sit down. The space is open, breezy, with wooden tables facing the sea, sunlight dancing off the waves, and the sound of the water moving steadily in the background. Nothing here feels forced or overly polished. It's relaxed, coastal, and deeply connected to its surroundings. If you are new here, my name is Latriva Hill. I moved to Panama 20 months ago, and I still absolutely love it here. From where you sit, the view feels endless. The horizon blends into the sky, fishing boats drift by in the distance, and seabirds glide overhead as they belong to the scene. There's nothing rushed here, no pressure, no hurry. Nico's invites you to stay, to settle in, and to let the ocean set the rhythm of the moment. While I'm sitting here enjoying the view, Coco is having the best time in the sand, digging, exploring, and soaking it all in like it's her own little beach day. Watching her play, completely carefree, made the moment even better. It's those small things that really makes days like this feel special. This location is part of getting Coco used to the beach. The sand, the sounds, the waves, and the people walking by. Also, there's other dogs. They're coming and going. At first, she was a little curious and unsure, stopping often to look around and take everything in. You can tell she was just processing it all. Giving her space to sniff the sand and feel the sand under her paws, to observe what's happening around her, little by little, she starts to relax. The beach started to feel less overwhelming and more like a place she should enjoy. Whenever there were new dogs walking by, she would get a bit aggressive. That's why I'm holding her right now.
Sniffing and sniffing, so I had to pick her up. Y'all look how big she is now. I can barely pick her up. She's so big. You ready to eat? Let her chill out for a minute. It's packed today.
There were other people nearby, conversations happening, music playing, and the beach dogs passing through. Each interaction was a chance for her to learn, to stay calm, to stay curious, and to feel safe in a new environment. Watching her adjust just reminds me how important patience really is. By the time we settled in, Coco was walking more comfortably, exploring the sand, and even showing interest in other dogs instead of barking at them or backing away. She wasn't rushed, and neither was the moment. It felt good to see her growing more comfortable, one step at a time. Being out here with Coco also made me realize how much I've been adjusting to. Getting used to a new puppy isn't easy, and I don't think people talk about that enough. It's a big change. Your routine shifts, your patience get tested, and suddenly everything takes a little more effort. There are moments when it definitely feels overwhelming. Learning her needs, staying consistent, watching her every move, and figuring things out as you go along. Some days feel smooth and others are messy, and that's just part of it. Bringing her here to the beach today, letting her experience the sand, the people, and other dogs reminded me that we're both learning together. She's adjusting to the world, and I'm adjusting to the responsibility of guiding her through it. It takes time, patience, and a lot of grace for her and for myself. What helped was slowing down, letting go of the idea that everything has to be perfect, accepting that growth, whether for a puppy or for myself, it doesn't happen all at once. It happens in small moments, like her finally relaxing on the sand, or me realizing I don't have to have it all figured out yet. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Sitting here by the ocean, watching her settle in, reminded me that we're both doing the best that we can, and that's enough. Spending time here reminded me why I've chosen a slower life. Slowing down creates space to notice how to actually feel, space to be present instead of constantly reacting. When life isn't rushed, you start paying attention to the small things, the sound of the waves, the breeze, your dog settling beside you, your own thoughts, finally catching up. A slow life helps you respond instead of reacting. It builds patience. It makes room for growth that feels sustainable, not forced. Especially when you're adjusting to something new, like a puppy, or a new routine, or a new version of yourself. Slowing down makes the process gentler. Living slower doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing things with intention. Eating without rushing. Moving at the pace that feels aligned. Letting moments be moments instead of constantly looking ahead to what's next. I've learned that a slow life supports clarity, better decisions, and a deeper sense of peace. It helps me to stay grounded, especially during the season of change. And it reminds me that progress doesn't have to be loud to be real. Sitting by the ocean with Coco nearby, music in the background, there's nowhere else I needed to be. It felt like proof that slowing down isn't falling behind. It's choosing life that actually feels lived. Coco being a rescue, she naturally is very clingy. She likes to stay close, always checking in, always wanting reassurance and that she's safe. You can see it in the way she follows me around, stays within arm's reach, and settles best when she knows I'm right there. At first, it felt a bit overwhelming. There are moments when the constant closeness is a lot. But being here, slowing down, I've started to understand it differently. For her, closeness means security. It means trust. It means she's learning that she doesn't have to be on guard anymore. Taking her to places like the beach helps build that confidence. She gets to experience new environments while still knowing I'm nearby. Little by little, she starts to relax, even if she never strays too far. And that's okay. Healing doesn't look the same for every dog or person. Living a slower life makes space for that kind of patience that allows me to move at her pace instead of forcing independence too quickly. It reminds me that building trust, whether with a rescue dog or with yourself, takes time. So watching Coco stay close, then slowly explore, feels like progress. Not the loud kind, but the real kind. And in a way, we're learning together how to feel safe, grounded, and present in the moment. The food has arrived. Today I ordered a salad and a Panama Light. Total $10.78. Here at Nico's, the food is fresh and seafood focused. They offer grilled fish, shrimp, ceviche, and other familiar sides. They all come out well prepared and satisfying without being overdone. Their cold drinks pair perfectly with the heat and the ocean breeze, making it easy to settle in and stay for a while. Between the sound of the waves, the music playing it softly in the background, and Coco happily claiming the beach as her own, everything feels calm and balanced. This is one of those simple adjustments that I needed to make. Eating with one hand while holding Coco in the other. Excuse me, guys, but I'm hungry. Spending time here reminds me why I've chosen a slower life. Slowing down creates space to notice how you actually feel, space to be present instead of constantly reacting. When life isn't rushed, you start paying attention to the small things, the sound of the waves, the breeze. A slow life helps you to respond instead of react. It builds patience, makes room for growth that feels sustainable, not forced. Especially when you're adjusting to something new, like a puppy or a new routine. Could even be a new version of yourself. Slowing down makes the process gentler. Living slower doesn't mean doing nothing. It means doing things with intention, eating without rushing, moving at a pace that feels aligned, letting moments be moments instead of constantly looking ahead to what's next. I've learned that the slow life supports clarity, better decisions, and a deeper sense of peace. It helps me stay grounded, especially during the seasons of change. And it reminds me that progress doesn't have to be loud to be real. As I get ready to head out, I've got about a 2-hour drive ahead of me, so I'm going to start making my way back home. I'm really grateful for this day, for the moments of slowing down, and for the chance to share it with you all. Thank you so much for your continued support. Nico's is located in a truly local area, surrounded by everyday life. You see families coming in, locals stopping by, people who clearly know each other and the staff. It doesn't feel touristy at all. It feels real. This is the kind of place where life is happening around you. Conversations in Spanish, kids playing nearby, people coming straight from the beach or work. It's woven into the community, and you feel that as soon as you sit down. Being here reminds me that the beauty isn't just in the view. It's in the authenticity of the people, real routines, real moments. And that's what makes Nico's special and the choice for today's outing. I realize I've been in the house a lot lately. It's easy to do, especially when your routine changes and you're adjusting to a new puppy. But being out here reminds me how important it is to get out, to experience life beyond the walls of my house. So moving forward, I'm setting a clear intention for myself. I'm going to get out at least twice a week, whether it's the beach, a cafe, a walk, a bike ride, or somewhere new. I'll be sharing where I go and what it costs per day and what the experience is really like. Nothing too overcomplicated, just real life here in Panama. I'll also be posting twice a week, staying consistent and documenting these moments as part of my slow living journey. Not for perfection, but for accountability to myself and to everyone following along. Getting out more isn't about doing the most or making another video. It's about staying connected, creating experiences, and continuing to build a life that feels full and balanced for me and Coco. You can easily get here by bus from the Albrook Mall. It's a very affordable ride of about $3 to $4 each way. There's plenty of pickup stops along the way, so it's convenient whether you're coming from the city or any nearby areas. I've definitely gotten used to driving in Panama. The key is really just to stay alert. Pay attention to what's happening around you. Expect the unexpected. And move with confidence instead of hesitation. The potholes, the unexpected lane changes can definitely catch you off guard. So you have to stay ready and drive defensively. Once you make those small adjustments, it becomes second nature. There's a bus stop coming up on your right, so just keep an eye out and be prepared to slow down. Buses here pull over pretty suddenly. It's also common for the locals to just walk along the highways. So you have to be aware of that as well. I stopped at this great looking fruit stand on the side of the road here to buy a watermelon, and he said this is watermelon as well, so I'm about to try it. Oh really? Look at that. So this I've never seen that before. It's watermelon. How funny is that? Okay. I think I'll try one of these. Let me try. Thank you for spending the day with me at Nico's Beach Restaurant, and thank you so much for your continued support. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, and comment. I truly appreciate you being here.